Hello and welcome back to the general reading for this week. So this is from the 23rd of September 2021 until next week, but just be mindful that if you are catching this at a later date, don't worry about the dates because the messages could be for you when you've caught this video. This is going to be on all of my platforms, so wherever you're watching it, this is for you, and it is a general reading, so please bear in mind that we are bringing through lots of different people's energies, so some messages may resonate and some may not. Okay, if you are watching on YouTube, please subscribe if you haven't, and give my video a like if you like it, but also if any messages resonate at any point, that gives the channel a chance to kind of be seen by more people. If you're watching on any other platform, then feel free to comment, like, however you want to show your support. But thank you so much for being here anyway and watching. So without further ado, I'm going to get on with reading. So what have we got? We've got, first of all, what's your thoughts? It's important to only think about what you desire, not what you fear. Okay, so this is all about how powerful our thoughts are. Okay, and I also want to add in there feelings as well. I think I may have spoken about this in the past. So when you, like, a lot of people know about law of attraction, and law of attraction says that if you think positively, then you bring positive things into your life, but it isn't as simple as that. So our thoughts create our feelings, and it's actually the feelings that attract the good and bad things. Okay, so it's about paying attention to your feelings as well, just being mindful of your reactions as well. So if you have negative thought, then just give yourself a little bit of a pause before reacting. Don't let your kind of feelings take over, and just either sit with them and just process them and think to yourself, do I need to react to this, or is it actually going to make me feel better if I just pause and stop and think about this really. If I react in this way, if I react out of anger or out of jealousy or out of resentment or out of fear, then is it going to attract good things? Okay, so that's what this card is saying. Just be wary of what you're attracting with your thoughts, your feelings and your reactions. Okay, so that's really important for this week. Nice short sharp message with that one. Okay, then the next one we have is trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Okay, so this is about having faith, and this is really interesting. This has kind of come up for me recently, so I want to share this because I do ask that when I ask for the messages, I do say for, messages for everybody, including myself, because I am part of the collective. I am, a lot of the time, things that you're going through, I'm going through too. I'm not saying that everybody's got the same things going on, but it does happen that way. I mean, I've come across, friends at the moment who are going through the same things as I am. So, if they're watching this video, then obviously, it's going to be the same thing. So what this message is coming through that I want to just kind of share with you, that's happened for me is, I just keep blaming my hair. I'm always doing that. I should put it up really because it just gets in the way. Anyway, trust your path. So what has come up for me recently is that we can sometimes assume or sometimes have expectations of what our path looks like. When you're trying to manifest, and this might actually come into this as well, okay, with the law of attraction stuff, when you're trying to attract things, just be mindful that the things that you want may not be right for you, okay? They may not be the things that you need, okay? They might be things that you want, but they may not be things that you need, okay? The things that you need is sometimes the soul's plan, okay, your soul's plan, which isn't your plan, and it isn't your dream or your goal or your vision, but they're the things that you need, but they may not be the things that you want. So I hope this is all making sense, okay? Now, this may get people's backs up, and it sure did mine, okay? I'm still trying to figure that all out, and I'm still trying to surrender to it and allow, okay? There's a big message coming through about surrendering right now, trusting your soul's path, trusting the universe, trusting God or whatever you believe in, to do its thing, to direct you in a certain way. And it may not be the path that you have chosen. It may not be the path that you want. Okay, so I'll give you an example. It's a bit of a silly example, but a car has just come into my mind. So there was a car that I wanted for so many years, like years ago, and I visualized it, and I would always go on the websites and look for the specific car that I wanted, and I didn't have the money at the time, but I thought I'm going to manifest it, and I'm quite good at manifesting cars, really. I don't know how, but yeah, I tend to get the ones that I want eventually. But so I visualized it, and then I got it, right? I managed to get it. But when I got it, I didn't really get on with it. The doors were really heavy, the boot was too small, it was really slow, it was really frustrating, the steering had an issue with it. There was just lots of things that they didn't suit me. They weren't right for me. And this happened in a relationship as well. That wasn't a relationship. It happened in it could have been a relationship, but it wouldn't have been a very good one. It happened for me in this circumstance as well, where I visualized the most perfect person with all of the things that I wanted, and then they ended up being not right for me in terms of personality. And so this comes into the what's your thoughts thing, okay? Because if you are thinking of surface things and you're not really thinking about what you need, right? If you're just thinking about what you want and not what you need, then it's not going to work out well for you. Okay. So yes, there's a message in that. So there's two things. There's watch your thoughts, watch what you're manifesting, watch what you're thinking, what you're feeling, how you're reacting, but also what you're calling in. What you want, what you need are two different things, and also being open to God, universe, source, loved ones, whoever you believe in's path for you, okay? Their plan for you, because your soul knows what is best for you. It always does. Your heart does, your soul does, the universe does. They know what is best for you and what you need and what is right for you, okay? And that could be right for you in terms of growth, like soul growth. It could be in terms of getting you the abundance that you deserve and you need. It could be the right job for you that leads you onto your purpose and your abundance. It knows the way. And so you have to trust that, okay? You have to sometimes let go and allow. And yeah, there's definitely things around surrendering, allowing. I find surrendering a hard one to, a hard word to use, because to me it feels a bit submissive. I know it's completely different, but it feels like, oh, I'm giving up, I'm weak. Whereas, and I know it's not the case, but for me that word doesn't sit right with me. So maybe allowing would help you better. So if you do struggle with surrendering, trusting, letting go, then maybe use the word allow. So allow things to happen, allow a different outcome, don't expect an outcome. Allow whatever will be, okay? And that's kind of what I'm going through at the moment, and it's very, very difficult for someone who has to be in control or has to have things right, or tries to control things to stop bad things happening, or because it comes from our past. That's definitely me. I hold on to things, I try to plan things, I try to control things sometimes because I feel like it's the best way, but it's not always the best way, okay? So massive message in this card. Short, sharp one with that one, but massive message in that one. I knew that my stuff was going to come into this, but hey, if it helps some people, let me know, okay? Let me know in comments. And if this is making sense. If it's not, then ask, okay? You're welcome to contact me, ask. Okay, so wow, this is interesting as well. I swear, all of my stuff just comes into the reading I swear I go through all this stuff to help you guys. It must be the case. Anyway, so Mintakin says, longing for home, belonging, the original Lightworkers. Okay, so this, to me, is about connection, okay? This is about feeling a bit lost, feeling a bit like you're not connecting with people, with the world right now, with what's going on around you, with yourself. Okay, you're feeling maybe a bit sort of disconnected and distant and just not yourself, which has definitely been the case for me lately. People have actually commented and said to me, you're not being yourself, and I'm not. Okay, but it's because I'm going through a lot of changes, and a lot of us are going through a lot of changes, whether that's physically, mentally, spiritually, whatever. A lot of us are shifting and changing at the moment with everything that's gone on in the world. It has rocked a lot of people's boats, and it has put us in situations that we don't want to be in, and our emotions have been affected, our thoughts have been affected, our lifestyles have been affected, and mine's definitely one of those. So this does kind of sometimes take you out of your body. You sometimes just don't feel like you're here. You can't think straight. You can't focus. You can't do the normal things that you would normally do. You get more stressed, more tired, like physical ailments, like all these different things can come up if you're in a place of disconnection and you're going through personal, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual shifts. Okay, so whatever you're going through, it's normal. Okay, it's absolutely normal, and I hope that this will kind of give you some kind of reassurance that that you're not on your own, and it is normal, and you will get through this. Okay, so it does feel like there's a longing to feel connected again. So when it says home, belonging, to me that's like connection, that's comfort, that's safety, that's security, a stability, like within yourself and your home and your environment, and and in relationships. So there is this longing there that's coming through, but just what I would say with that is I keep looking at the watch your thoughts cards. So just be mindful of what you're telling yourself, okay? Because the first step to being connected to your environment, to your relationships, to your like being connected in the world, is to connect back to yourself. Okay, so if you are thinking negatively and being quite hard on yourself, then just know that it's not helping. I know it's easy to say, but to just be mindful and just give yourself some slack. Is that, give yourself some slack, which means just be kinder to yourself. Just say, like, this is normal. Like, look at your circumstances from the eyes of, like, so as if you were a friend. Okay, so like standing outside of your situation and looking in, and then what would you say to yourself if you were like a best friend, or so just take a pause and reflect, and just look at your situation as a whole. Okay, and then hopefully that would help you to be a bit sort of more connected to yourself, and see the truth in your situation. Okay. The next card is Waking the Lion. Okay, and this is about bravery. It's about bravery, it's about courage. But what I hear from this, and I think I've brought this up in another reading, is about the courage to be vulnerable, the courage to speak your truth, the courage to be honest with yourself and others. Okay, this isn't so much a card about like sometimes this card is my throat's going funny, speak your truth. This isn't so much a card about being brave and courageous to step out. Okay, this is about being courageous and brave to step in. Okay, to go in and really feel everything you're feeling, and be with everything you're feeling and thinking. And if someone says to you, if someone asks you to speak up about how you're feeling, then open yourself up to that. Let someone in to hear that. Okay, because I feel like sometimes when we're in this state of feeling disconnected, and being on her own, like she's on her own with her thoughts. We don't want to speak out. We don't want to tell people how we're feeling because we worry about hurting them, or we worry about upsetting them, or not getting our words out properly, or we don't know. We sometimes don't know what's wrong with us. But it's okay to just say exactly where we're at the moment. It's okay to say, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay? All I know is this, and just come from where you're at. Just say exactly what you're feeling, what you're thinking at the moment. You don't have to have any answers. You don't have to know where you're going. You don't have to know why. But you can just be vulnerable and just say, look, I'm lost. I'm stuck. I don't know. I don't feel like myself. And that's okay. All right. It takes a lot of bravery and courage to be vulnerable. And I think I have mentioned in previous videos that to watch the Brené Brown vulnerability YouTube video, because that is amazing, and it would really help to understand vulnerability and how brave it is. Okay. Then lastly, we have Ladybird as our spirit animal for the week. Okay. It says luck, and I heard lady luck. So it does feel like good things are coming. It does feel like luck is on your side. It feels like you're being protected. It feels like you've got the right support around you. And you don't have to worry about being vulnerable, about speaking up, about how you're being, because you have got the right people around you. Even if you feel like there's people in your life who don't understand, who don't get you, who won't support you, who will, not listen to you, there's going to be other people who will. And if you can't find those people, then reach out to me. I'm definitely here to speak to. Reach out to anyone in my groups, anyone who is in groups on Facebook that you're in, or join groups in Facebook that you're in, that you feel, maybe there's a situation in your life that you're not happy in, and you maybe type in groups for this issue, okay? And there'll be other people who are going through the same thing. There are always people going through the same thing. And I think this is kind of like proof of it, because I just said, these cards are coming out for your energies, and it's things that I've been going through myself. And you will be surprised how many people are going through similar things and need to reach out and connect with other people. And that's where you'll find the connection, okay? So again, if you're longing for connection, sometimes you have to reach out for that, okay? And be brave and courageous to reach out for that as well. Oh, look at this, at full circle as well. It says all of your manifesting positive thoughts and visualizations have been heard. So that comes back to what's your thoughts, law of attraction, positive thoughts. They have been heard, but also, as I say, just be mindful of that thin line between what you want and what you need, okay? So that's the general reading for this week. I hope it made sense. Let me know in comments, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.